Bhumi Pranam is actually our humble musical tribute to Mother Earth. And there's an orchestra which is set by Temple of Fine Arts. This is a orchestra of Temple of Fine Arts teachers and some selected senior students. And we also have some external musicians and guest artists who are on their own. They are really very famous and very wonderful musicians which have been handpicked by me and Temple of Fine Arts.
We have 7 original compositions of pieces. It's about a 1 hour, 15 to 20 minute production, and we start off with the beauty of nature, the first piece, and we go into the beauty of the beats, which the natural rhythm of the earth, like the precision and harmony and beauty of all the planetary bodies, the moon, the sun, the stars, the planets. So that's more of a percussive piece. Then we go into a rain, the beauty of rain. We have 2 beautiful ragas, one in Carnatic called Amrita Varshini, the other one is Myankin Malhar. And this is the beauty of rain, both the ferociousness of rain and also the gentle beauty of rain in one piece. All the celebration and beauty and the grandeur of nature goes into this other area where we have to stop and think, how does Mother Earth feel about this whole mankind's use or rather abuse of her bounty, and you can see all this climate change and the extreme weather, It's basically her unleashing of her agony. So we have a piece in that body called Vedana, which is a vocally driven piece, which shows the pathos and the emotion Mother Earth is going through. And then the next piece is there's hope, that it's not all despair. If we come together and we give thanks and don't take it for granted, we can actually overcome this, and there's hope. And so we have this piece, a folk piece, which celebrates the harvests and celebrates her bounty. This folk piece is a light piece in 3 different rags and highlighting the Balinese rag of Kedaram in Carnatic music. So you'll find it moves from Bhupali or Mohanam in Carnatic into Pahadi, and then we go into Kedaram, which is a Balinese equivalent raga. And then we move into another piece called The Space Between You and Me. And then we go to the finale piece called One Earth. So One Earth is called Bhumi Mangalam, which is no matter what your origins are, we're all the leaves of one tree.
It's an ensemble production, a musical, orchestral production, whereby TFA is collaborating with very, very different artists, Malay musicians, Chinese musicians, and Western instrumentation, along with underpinned by Indian classical music as well, to create a sonic tapestry that's very unique.
My name is Kwan Boon. I'm a Chinese instrumentalist and I play the erhu, which is actually known as the Chinese violin. I was invited by Nawaz to join in on this production. And that's probably because I've already collaborated with Nawaz on numerous occasions since 2018 on all his other productions as well. Then I think for this Bhumi Pranam, I think he's also trying to incorporate a more fusion and multi-ethnic and multiracial kind of concept.
There is a special chemistry that has built over the last few years. The first composition or the first collaboration was when I worked with them a couple of years ago at Kalaa Utsavam. For example, there could be some thoughts just between Nawazji, Renuji and me, but when everybody is there, it could change. So it's very, very truly collaborative. It's not that this is how the structure is, let all of us follow that. I think all the musicians here, there is a freedom to express what they have to, what they think. And then finally, how we get together is what we evaluate during rehearsals, and then it kind of concludes into the final piece.
I feel that there's a certain requirement of adaptation for sure. Because fundamentally, I think the whole vibe of the music, like Indian music versus Chinese music, I think is still pretty different. And the way we count all the rhythmic cycles and stuff is also very different. So I'm quite thankful that I got to collaborate with them a lot of times. So I think through those numerous times of collaboration, I sort of understand more or less what their music is about and the structure of their music as well. So I think that alone helps a lot in my collaboration.
I would say that it has been, it's very quite energizing to be working with all the musicians coming together, and I've always been very happy to be collaborating with other musicians. I think it's because of how the songs are already composed in a certain way and manner, and and I can adopt to those the language because it's quite transferable to the accordion, which is the accordion can play diatonic notes or chromatic notes, and so for me, I'm actually a Malay accordionist. So I also feel that the accordion has been an instrument that is also within the Indian music. I've worked with many musicians before. I've worked with Indian musicians before, but this is my first time actually working with the Temple of Fine Arts, and it's been an amazing experience.
Indian performing arts is a performing art, and not something where people come and learn, but we want to give our students, our practitioners, a very dynamic, inspiring stage for them to show their work. And Kalaa Utsavam allows us that platform where creative ideas flows. Our students, teachers and collaborators get to come together to make the sum of the parts bigger than the whole. And it's a beautiful experience all around. We are grateful for Kalaa Utsavam.